from there. So take a moment to find a comfortable seat. And you're welcome to settle your eyes. And begin to transition into your practice. Begin to scan the body and scan the mind. Take some time to honor how you are showing up. And begin now to draw attention to your breath, taking your own time to create a unique rhythm of breath. Something that is sustainable and natural for you today. Allow this unique breath to be your guide throughout our practice, inspiring your body to move. From here, on your next inhale, tuck your chin into your chest. And as you exhale, release your head, relax your shoulders. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the chin. 1 more. And then take a moment to set your body in a tall spine, lengthening through the top of the head and anchoring down through the base of the spine. Draw your hands into your heart space and just begin to find a little friction in between your hands, rubbing the palms together. And when you're ready, inhale, reach your arms out and up over your head. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Guide your body back through the center. And then exhale, bend your elbows like goalposts. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bend. 1 more. And return the fingers down to the floor. Walk the fingers over to the left, across the left knee. You might fold forward. Then slowly inhale, take the fingers to center and over to the right. Back through center. And then take your whole spine and lift it up. Make your way over onto your hands and knees. Take your time. And guide whatever support you like to use in your practice somewhere near you. Tuck your toes and anchor your hands underneath of the shoulders. From here, think about knitting the ribs in, so drawing the rib cage in towards the belly and lengthening the neck. From here, a cat-cow shape. Inhale, pull the heart forward, lower the belly. Exhale, draw the chin in, round the back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Do 2 or 3 more rounds. And notice if you can anchor into the outer edges of the hands. Bring yourself back to center and reach the left leg behind you. Point the toes down and extend the right arm out in front. You can spiral your palm inward, opening the back of the shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck your chin to your elbow, round the spine. Inhale, open the shape. Exhale, close the shape. One more. Engage the body, engage the core. And release. Hand, release knee. Right leg reaches back, left arm forward. Finding this long, sturdy back. Inhale here. And exhale, close the shape. Draw elbow to knee, round the back. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more. And release. Transitioning from a flow. So we'll flow from table to child's pose. Exhale to child's pose. Hips come back to the heels. Inhale, carry the body to table. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Exhale. Just warming up in that routine way. Inhale, lower the knees, table. Exhale, wisdom pose, child's pose. Moving at your own pace. See how you might anchor the outer arms and the outer edges of the hands. And the next time you find downward facing dog, hold there. Bend your knees a little bit and take the tailbone up towards the ceiling. From there, knit the ribs, guide the ribs inward and towards the belly. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot forward, high crescent lunge. When you find your foundation, reach the arms over the head. And then exhale, sweep the palms down. Inhale, arms lift. And then maybe even take the hands somewhere behind the head. And we'll stay here. If it feels safe, as you exhale, bend that left knee, lower the knee almost to the floor, and then lift the leg back up to a lunge. Do one more. Reach your arms forward and plant the hands down, step to your plank. Inhale here, shoulders roll back. Exhale to the floor, however you decide to get there. Bhujangasana, cobra, engage the legs. Use the back to lift the chest up. Exhale to the mat. And inhale to lift cobra. One more round. Starting with the belly, cultivate the core, tuck the toes, push up to plank or table or a modified plank, and downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Spending a moment here. Bend your knees as much as you like. And then working to stretch the outer IT band and the outer leg. Cross the left foot over the right foot. Micro bend your knees a little bit. You might support your hands with blocks. Unwind your feet. Take a breath in, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, fold again. Plant the hands, step the left leg back. High crescent lunge. And then twist over to the right. Left fingers forward, right arm back. Leg stays strong and unwind the twist. And plant the hands to the floor. Step the front foot back to plank. Build a little heat. And transition downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step the foot forward, bending into the knee, finding a lunge. First, anchor that front foot into the floor and then let the arms reach up. So spiral the pinkies in. That opens the outer arm bones to create a little more space through the shoulder. Reach forward, plant your hands down, step to plank. Inhale forward over the wrists, squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulders. And then slowly come all the way down to the belly. Finding cobra, inhale, shoulders roll back, chest lifts. Exhale to the floor. One more. Engage the core, push up through table or plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend the knees and step forward. Halfway in, halfway lift, inhale. And a heavy sigh out. Folding forward and then crossing the right foot over the left foot. Shake out the mouth or the head. Release the feet parallel to one another. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit into a chair. Take the hips low. Notice if you're tilting too far forward or really tucking the tail. We want to find a balance in between the two. Hands wherever feels safe. Inhale, stand, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, and we'll lunge again. Right leg reaches back, arms over the head. Consider twisting over to the left. Keep bending into that front knee. Breathe in and out. Unwind the twist. Take the hands down to the floor, step to plank. We'll stay in plank for a few. Maybe look an inch or two in front of your mat. Imagine the spine is healthy and in good alignment. Lower the right knee and pivot the shin to the right. Reach the left leg behind you as you spiral the chest open. Inhale and exhale back to table. Switching over to the left. Left shin pivots off the mat. Inhale, heart opens up as you reach the right arm up. Slowly release. And then in table, we'll cultivate some shoulder strength here. So really push hands into the earth. Keep your pelvis neutral and start to draw the rib cage in just a little bit. So keep the ribs really sturdy. And the only thing we're gonna move are the shoulder blades. So when you push into the floor, we're separating the shoulder blades. And then release all of that effort and let the shoulder blades hollow down. So nothing's really moving except for the shoulders. Inhale, push, and then settle. Go ahead and move through one more. Coming into table, walk the hands forward, transition to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, extend the hips up. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend your knee and stack your foot over to the left, almost as if you're touching the left side wall. Keep the arms strong, anchoring into the outside edges of the hands. Inhale, bring the right leg back through center. And as slowly as you can, we're just walking forward. See how you might keep the legs really long. Engage the core, arrive up forward, and sit in a chair. Bend the knees somewhere over the ankles. Take your hands behind you and rotate the shoulders open. Inhale, stand up, arms over the head. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain. You might settle your eyes, return to the quality of your breath. Get a feel for if your body's leaning more to one side or forward or back. Reach your arms over your head and lift your left knee. Slowly send the leg back behind you. And when it arrives back behind you, bend your front knee and we'll arrive in a warrior one. So your back heel is gonna lower down. And I like to widen my feet. Good, from here, interlace the fingers behind the back. Breathe in. And then exhale, fold over your front thigh. 2 deep breaths. Engage the core and bring the torso all the way up to stand. Open your arms and then quarter turn over to the left. Take the toes over to the left. And guide your hands to your hips. When you're ready, fold forward and down. Keeping the spine really long. Maybe you take your hands down to the floor or to blocks. How can you become present once again with your body and breath? Begin to lift halfway. Take your hands up to your hips and stand up. Spin your toes wide and your heels inward a little bit, bending the knees into a goddess squat. Here we'll visualize, if it feels useful to you, the base of the spine, the energy of our root, the connection between our root and the foundation of our planet. Finding some semblance of strength in the legs. Go ahead and open your arms off to the side. And then exhale, curl your body inward, give yourself a hug, maybe even round the back. Do that 2 more. Inhale, open body, and close. 1 more. Go ahead and stand up, lengthening your legs, and turn back to the front of the mat. Your back heel can stay lifted. And we'll transition into an airplane shape, kind of like Warrior 3, kind of just like a little balance. So first, shoulders roll back. Let's find a really strong foundation in the abdomen. And then bend into your front knee and begin to rise off of your toes of the back foot. You can let them slide on the mat as you stand up. Flex your left foot. Imagine finding this really long spine. And then stand the body up. Hover the left foot over the floor. Reach your arms up and release. Plant your left foot. Take a moment just to absorb, integrate the work. Inhale, open the arms over the head. Exhale, chair, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, sit your hips low. And for me, it feels good to rinse the shoulders, interlace the fingers. Forward fold, plant your hands, step to plank. Optional vinyasa if you like to move down to cobra or a back bend, or you can hold here. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the left knee and stack your hips. Imagine reaching the foot over to the right. Recognize that you are breathing and that you are safe. Inhale, lengthen the leg back behind you and slowly step the foot forward, finding a lunge, and then taking your time to pivot that back heel down. You can widen your stance, and then warrior 1, reach your arms forward and up. If the shoulders need a break, you're welcome to find heart center or hands to the hips. Here, can we bring that awareness back to the base of the spine?
Reach your arms up, lengthen your front leg, and quarter turn over to the right. When you reach the right, you'll do that goddess squat again. So take the heels inward and the toes out wide. This time, right hand to the right leg, left arm up over your ear. Inhale, arms through center, and switch sides. Exhale. Back through center, arms up, and release. Go ahead and stand. You can pivot back to the left, so you face forward once again, and just find like a 3 or 4 foot stance. And we'll move into airplane. So first we can bend the left knee and focus on a really stable core. Maybe arms reach out for a wider center of gravity. And then go slow, take your time, begin to take flight, standing into the left leg, pointing those right toes somewhere down. Maybe even lift the chest a little bit. And then we begin to stand tall, hover that foot over the floor, reach your arms up, and stand, relax. Maybe settle your eyes. Notice the temperature of your body, the beating of your heart. Reach your arms over your head, hold on to the right wrist, and gently draw it over to the left. Keep standing strong, anchor through the heels. Breathe in and out. Then let the inhale carry your arms back up, lengthen your waist, and switch, stretching over to the right, lengthening through the left arm, the left rib. Inhale, release up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, exhale, fold. Step to plank. From plank, shoulders come over wrist, heart lifts, and then we lower down to the floor, chaturanga. To your cobra or upward dog. To downward facing dog. Walk your hands back, maybe a foot or two, and we'll twist. Reach the right hand back to the left ankle, left calf, left shin. See how you might find balance between both feet. Release the right hand to the mat and guide the left hand across the body over to the right ankle. Release, plant both hands, walk the hands back out to find a more wide downward dog shape. Become present with whatever sensations you are experiencing. Label them in your brain. Let them be a part of your practice. Inhale, lower your knees. Exhale, child's pose, wisdom pose. Let your head come down to the comfort of the floor or a blanket. If the shoulders need a break or want a break, reach the hands somewhere back to the feet. Become present with any sounds or scents or textures in your environment. Your next in-breath, release the hands, transition up to table. Stabilize the core, and then find plank. Push, push, push into the mat. And then transition to side plank over to the right. You're welcome to use the knee down on the floor as a kickstand. Just finding a movement that feels good. It doesn't have to look the best. And then transitioning to plank and mindfully over to the left side. Wherever you are, lift your hips and release. Downward facing dog. Engage your core, walk your feet forward to your hands, very slowly. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep the knees as balanced as you can. Bring the arms back through center and switch to the right. Unwind and stand up. Send weight into your right foot, and we'll move into Vrikshasana tree pose. So the right foot takes the weight, and we can lift the left heel. Take the heel over to the ankle, and just get a feel for this. The toes still on the floor, the center of gravity tracking down under the base of the spine. And then if you like, keeping that hip open, turning the knee off to the side, you're welcome to lift the foot, planting it on your calf, the inner thigh, or the floor. And if you come out of it, just take a moment to recenter, maybe using a wall or block for support. Focus on a point in front of you. Unwind gently and step the left foot back behind you. Pivot the heel all the way down, warrior two. Bend into your front knee And then open your arms to a T. So with this back left arm, we're gonna swing it forward, almost like we're touching the right hand. I like to imagine a bow and arrow. You're gonna draw the string on that bow and pull the finger back to your chest, and then send the arrow up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, lower the right arm out in front of you, and then exhale, slide the left hand back behind you. 2 breaths here. Reach the arms over your head and exhale, plant your hands down. You're pivoting back forward. And then lower the knee to the floor. From here, half Hanuman, half split. Begin to draw the right toes up, back towards the chest. I like to bring in blocks under my hands for a little more height. Become present once again with the sensations in your body, the patterns of thought in your head, and the temperature of your breath. Bend back into your right knee and take the hands inside of the right foot. You can pivot the foot a little bit wider, and we'll spend some time here in this low lizard lunge. To protect the back knee, I'll invite you to tuck your toes. That just feels a little bit safer for me. Keep your left hand planted and take the right hand to the right knee. Start to slowly rotate the shoulders back and maybe look up towards the ceiling. Keep strong in that left hand. We don't want to dump too much into the shoulder or hyperextend the joints. One more breath in and out. Unwind the twist and lengthen the right leg. We're going to sit all the way back to the left heel. So the left heel is reaching somewhere back to your right hip. And then plant the right foot on the floor. You can stay just like this, or I'll invite you to take the top leg and place it on top, finding a little bit of stretch throughout the hips. Open your arms, and then finding eagle arms. Cross one arm over the other. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you hold on to your shoulders. Or perhaps you find a bind. Go ahead and look over one shoulder and then the other. Bring the chin back to center, parallel to the floor. On your next breath in, open your arms, maybe look up, and then release. Take your time to unravel the shape and move into table before downward dog. And as you arrive in
This downward shape, think about anchoring the hands, anchoring the heels back down into the earth. Broaden across the back of the body. And then we'll transition to the front of the mat, however you want, step, hop, or a slow, slow walk. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Circle sweep the hands out and up as you rise. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain. Switching over to the left foot. Left foot anchors down. And we'll turn our right hip out and take the toes and heel somewhere into that left calf. Finding your center of gravity here. And then choose where you'd like to take your tree. Maybe taking the foot up to the calf, the inner thigh. Just take care not to put too much pressure on your knee. One more breath. Taking your time, slowly release the right leg, send it all the way behind you. Warrior two. Bend your left knee and pivot the back heel down. Go ahead and open your chest to a T. Reach the arms. Inhale, reach the right hand forward, up towards your left hand. And then draw the string on your bow, bending the elbow, taking the fingertip back. Send your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, release. And as you inhale, open the right arm all the way back behind you. Settle the shoulders. Inhale, reach the arms above you, and exhale, plant the hands, quarter turn back forward, and we lower our right knee to the floor. Half split, lengthen the left leg, draw the toes up. Do your best to broaden through your collarbones. One more breath. Bending back into the front knee and taking the hands somewhere down inside of the foot. Adjusting your stance and spending some time here. Check back in with your breath. Notice the temperature of the air moving in through your nose and out through your nose. Plant with the right hand and take the left hand up to the left knee. Then think about rotating the shoulders back as you spin your left ribs up. Strong in that right hand, 2 breaths. And taking your time to release the shape,
Lengthen into the left leg until you can sit all the way back. Cross that right heel underneath of you to the left side and start off with the left foot planted down. You can stay just like this, or you can cross the leg all the way over. And when you feel balanced, open your arms and switch sides, crossing the other arm over top and choosing where you'd like to place your hands. Turn and look over one shoulder and the other shoulder. Bring the chin back to neutral. Inhale, open your arms. And then back down to the floor, relax. Unwind your legs. And let's keep them planted on the floor. If you have a block, you can take it in between your knees just to remind you to keep your core working. And from here, we'll straighten through the spine and start to lift your heels off of the floor. You might lean back just a touch. Keep squeezing that block if you're using it. And play with lifting one foot and then the other foot off the floor. Continue to stay just like that, or lift both feet, stabilize the legs. Breathe in and out. Whew, and then relax. Take the soles together and let the knees part wide, fold forward. Baddha Konasana. See how you might direct attention to the back body, the whole back body. Invite the quality of your breath to travel to the back body, creating space with every inhale and releasing into that space with every exhale. When you feel complete, begin to lift the body up and reach left leg out in front of you. You can take a traditional fold like this with the foot to the inside of the thigh, or you can consider taking that right foot on top of your leg. Keep that foot really flexed to protect your joints. And then inhale, lengthen the body. And when you're ready, begin to fold forward. Allow the breath to feather you into this shape, maybe inhaling to lift out and exhaling to fold in. And when you feel like you can hold in stillness for a few breaths, then stay there. How might you release any harbored tension throughout the body? Roll your shoulders down the spine and lift the whole torso together. Unwind your legs. Do whatever you need to transition to the left side. Left foot on top of the thigh or on the inside of the thigh. Lift from the top of the head and maybe invite the spine to stay really upright. And you might not fold as deeply, and that's okay. Continue to observe the rhythm and flow of your breath. One more round of breath. Go ahead and lift your torso and unwind the left leg. We'll move on to our back now. Go ahead and take the feet wider than your mat. The knees stay bent. Open the arms and then twist the knees over to the left. Transition attention to how this feels in the back body. Noticing all the places of the back of the body. Inhale, lift the knees back. Exhale, twist the knees to the right. When you feel complete, rotate back to neutral. And I invite you to move through any final shapes or adjustments you like. Maybe a happy baby, or maybe you reach the legs up and shake out the ankles. And then begin to find a comfortable position to rest. That might be on your back. Maybe you extend your legs up a wall or a couch near you. Or maybe you sit up in a meditation. Take this time to evenly place your body in a restful shape. Release any last resistance or tension in your eyes, forehead, mouth. Begin to anchor the backs of the shoulders deep into the comfort of the ground. And invite this safe and comfortable feeling to invite the body into rest. There's nowhere you need to go or nothing you have to do, but
Rest here, present with your mind, present with your body. You're welcome to stay just as you are for as long as you like. If you're on your back and you'd like to end your practice by sitting up, then begin to shift over to one side and push up to a seated position. And if you're ending in a seat or on your back, wherever you are, take the hands over the heart and begin to send a token of gratitude out into the world. Something to be grateful for from your day or from your practice. Thank you for sharing your practice tonight. May you be joyful, may you be at peace, and may you be free. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.